again. So I think this is probably the first time I've posted 2 videos in a row consistently on the same day. So I think that's kind of promising, and hopefully I can keep up with this. But I thought that this week I would give you a favorites video, kind of combined with my like June and July favorites. I figured we can just get right into it. I've got my favorites split up into different categories, but first I think I'll go on with skincare, because skincare is something that is the most important to me. So the first thing that I've really been loving in the past month has been the Etude House Sunprise. So this is the first SPF that I've bought for my face, or like in general that like I've like, or in general, because this is like the first time I've actually been kind of conscious of like my skin and kind of like sunburning, because like I said it in my last video, but like I'm pretty happy to have like a very olive skin tone, which means that I don't really get sunburnt. But because for the past 2 years I've been using a BHA, I've really been starting to like sunburn a little bit on like my cheeks, which is totally fine because I like the effect and I think it's cute. But I'm also a little bit paranoid that it's going to give me wrinkles, or I'm going to get like hyperpigmentation when I'm older and like stuff like that. So really right now sunscreen is kind of like a preventative. It's SPF 50 and I have it in the mild and airy finish, and I really like it because there's almost no like white cast. So it's pretty much my skin tone when I put it on, especially because I don't really use foundation, and having an SPF that doesn't make my face look super duper white compared to the rest of my body is kind of important to me. I really like the finish of it, so when you put it on, like you have to shake it obviously because it's very watery, but I like how watery it is because when you put it on, it's very light and it doesn't really feel like you have a sunscreen on, which is something that I'm personally not too keen on. Like I really hate the feeling of like something on my face, which is another reason why I don't use foundation, because I just like, I cannot stand feeling like anything on my face. I think sometimes even like having highlighter and bronzer on like kind of like skews me out of it, just because I feel like, it's clogging up my pores. Something that I've also been really liking in skincare this month has been the Simple Hydrating Booster, and I actually got this for free in like a box, like influencer box. Is that what it's called? Or like the influencer box. It rhymes a lot. But I got it for free and to like test it out, and I really like it. I have combination skin, so the skin around my like the tip of my nose and in between my eyebrows gets really flaky. So especially because that's kind of where like I rub my nose a lot, or like I think I furrow my eyebrows a lot too when I'm very stressed. But yeah, I really enjoyed using it this month. It's got like a very light watery finish as well, and it's more like a booster to the moisturizer that you already use, because I really like having like a million steps in my skincare. Like I like that I have like a tone, like I cleanse, that I have a toner, I have a micellar water and stuff like that. Like I really like kind of like spoiling myself that way. I know that I'm going to use this so much during the winter and during the fall when it starts getting dry and my skin starts feeling like very crackly. But right now, since it is the summer, my skin is very oily, so I really only have been using it around my nose and my eyebrows. If anyone is thinking of getting this, I would say to maybe wait until like the winter months. So the next category of things is makeup. I'm wearing the Sephora Collection Matte Finish lipstick in number 5 Rose Bouquet. I personally don't think that there's a lot of pinks that go well with my skin tone, especially because my skin tone is kind of olive, a little bit more warm leaning. So I have like a lot of like yellowy undertones. So when I wear like anything pink, pink tends to be like a little too cool on me, but I like that this is like a reddish pink, and it's also very much like a my lips but better color. My mom likes this lipstick too, and I actually got my roommate into it. It's really not just like a favorite of mine that for like the month, but I think it's kind of like becoming one of my like holy grail, like favorite of all time beauty products. And the second thing I have is also from Sephora. So to treat myself after finals, I bought some gel blusher. So my camera actually died mid-filming. I guess like the full name is the Sephora Colorful Cheek Ink Gel. There's one that's red and it's called Lotus. There's one that's pink that's called Peony. And there's one that's purple that's called Dahlia. It's a very light finish, and because it's gel and not like cream or liquid, it doesn't feel like there's anything on my face. And also they're not too pigmented. I tend to be very heavy-handed with blush. Like I keep like just packing it on and on and on. And thankfully, or I guess if this isn't the kind of product for you, like regrettably, like the color doesn't really build up on these. And you can kind of see it on my face right now too. I guess there's like a little bit of blush like around here. And it's a very subtle look. I'm wearing Peony right now, the pink one. For one of my graduation ceremonies, because I had 3, I wore the Lotus shade, which was really, really pretty. It adds like a really nice flush red. And I'm waiting for a good excuse to wear Dahlia because I really love the concept of like a purpley blush, but then I feel like it has to be like nighttime. So the next section that I have is for fragrance. The first product that I'm gonna share with you is my all-time favorite perfume. It's the only full-size perfume I've ever bought. It was a splurge. Something important for me about perfume and something that I really like about perfume is that I have like this kind of like romantic ideal in my head where like someone smells a certain scent and then they immediately think of you. So like if anyone could be wearing this perfume and then like if any of my friends like walks past someone, they're like, huh, that really like makes me think of Jamie. And actually really funny, so that's kind of like the reason why I've held off for buying any kind of full-size perfume, because I've been like waiting for the perfect scent. But the other day my mom actually said that she like smelled the perfume that smelled similar to me and she like immediately thought of me. So she asked the doctor that was next to her if like it was their perfume, but it wasn't. And so my mom was like, huh, are you okay, Jamie? Like, I'm having like a sixth sense about this. And really, I think it's probably because that day my mom sent out a letter for me to my significant other, and because I want a scent associated with me, I've been spraying all of my letters to him with my perfume, which has not gone unnoticed, but I thought that was really fun. I was just like, huh, I wonder when my mom smelled my perfume. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh, it's probably because I sprayed like the heck out of my letter. But yeah, anyway, so to the perfume, before I keep rambling, it's by Maison Margiela, and I'm not pronouncing this right, but it's like the Replica collection, and it's in the scent Lazy Sunday Morning, which, according to this, the provenance and period is Florence, 2003. Fragrance description: soft skin and bed linen. Style description: female fragrance. But something about this perfume that I really like is the very simple packaging. It reminds me of like an apothecary bottle, and like I like the little detail of like the rope wrapped around, and the fact that like the label on it is like a kind of cloth. It's not like paper, it's like actually cloth that's like been like glued onto the bottle. And it was a whopping $126, but it's actually like the perfect scent that I've been looking for like until like since I've been in high school, because it's a very like clean scent and it's very like soft and delicate. I can't deal with like something that's like too florally, and like I also tend to really like musky and citrusy scents. Not to say that like this is like a super musky like perfume, but it's got a little bit of like a musky undertone, I would say. And also like, who doesn't love the smell of clean laundry, right? And the second thing that's I've been using in the past month like a lot is actually a gift that I got my mom for her birthday / Christmas, and it was like this kind of like really expensive candle, and I thought that she would love it because when she was visiting me once in Cornell, we went to my favorite little like stationery shop, Mockingbird Papery, and she bought this like insanely expensive candle, and she was like, oh, I'll use it for the house, like if I ever cook fish, so that it doesn't smell super awful. And I thought that like, hey, maybe mom would like another candle for her birthday, but she doesn't really use it. The actual scent is by And Other Stories. The actual candle itself kind of like has the same motif, and it's like it feels really nice because like the top has a glaze, but then the bottom is very like rough and it's like nice to touch. But besides that, I really, really like the scent, and the scent is, what is it? Bouquet de Saison. I'm so awful at French. And it smells really nice. It's got like it has like a musky scent to it too, but like a florally kind of musk, if that makes sense. And it's also got like another one of those like clean scents that I really, really like. And so next I'd like to talk about like some fashion items that I've really been liking. So right now, first of all, I really love these hoops that I got from ASOS. And it came in a set of 2. It's these in like a nice gunmetal, which matches like my piercings up here, in rose gold. But they're like a really cute small size, and the rose gold ones are also really cute. I just don't wear them as often because I don't really think rose gold suits me. And the second thing that's under fashion is this like camisole that I got from Banana Republic. I've really, really been loving it. I've worn it like since I bought it like a month ago. I've worn it, I want to say like 7 times, maybe even 10. Like, it's like such a nice thick fabric, even though it's like a white cami. Like, I don't have to wear a bra, which is great because I hate bras. Like, I really like the back just because it's kind of like, it's like a little bit like cut in, I guess, compared to like a regular cami, so it shows a little bit more back. And also, like, I like that it shows off my tattoo on the side. I actually bought this to wear like when I have a job so that I can like layer like a blazer on top of it and like have it with like some like trousers. But like it also like really dresses up this like a casual outfit. So I think it's like a good compromise between being like business professional but then also being kind of like stylish in your everyday. It was on sale for 40% off because Banana Republic is so expensive and I really cannot afford to shop there full price. But like Banana Republic, I've noticed from all my emails that I've gotten from them since buying this, is like almost always 40% off online. So highly recommend. And like I kind of want this in like other colors too, like not just the white, but like also having something in black. But I already have a black silk cami that I've really been loving, so I think I'll cool it before I purchase any more expensive clothes. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about are like kind of like my favorite like media, if that makes sense. Since my second term senior year in college, I've tried to get into like some podcasts just so that I can be like more well informed and things like that. I want to say since like February, I've really been listening to a lot of like Crooked Media's Pod Save America, and this month I started listening to Pod Save the World. So Pod Save America is more like US centric, or definitely US centric. It's Pod Save America, but Pod Save the World is a weekly podcast where they discuss like more international, like not like issues, but like just like international like topics, which I really like because I kind of have found it harder to be informed since being in college. Like I used to watch the news like every day for like 2 or 3 hours because like in high school it was like, I don't know, like it was just like something that I did. But then since going to college I didn't have a TV, so my camera shut off again, which I think is a sign that I'm either rambling too much or that even my camera's bored of what I'm saying. So besides podcasts, I'll talk about music that I've really been into. I've really been loving Khalid's American Teen just because he is so talented and I'm so excited to be going to a concert. It's free and it's on Saturday. Every single song I just absolutely love and it's so great. I've also really been loving the Portugal the Man album, Woodstock. Like I can listen to both of those albums just like nonstop for hours every day. I think for a few weeks like I would only listen to Woodstock, and like before that I would only listen to American Teen. And so I have really been enjoying kind of like the music that's been coming out lately. And also to a lesser degree, I really liked Alt J's new album. So this is like the first time I've actually like been like kind of like on some of their songs because I have loved every single song they've come out with before that. But like I would say that I guess there's like a couple of songs on Relaxer that I don't really like click with as well, but I do love the album as a whole. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope that this is not too long of a video. I really wanted to keep it kind of like short and sweet, but I tend to ramble a lot. But I'm really looking forward to posting more videos and getting to know anyone that watches like any of this. I would really like to like hear your comments. Like if you're watching this and you've made it to the end, like comment. Like I would really like to hear your feedback. And also something that I want to do like this month is kind of get back into reading. So if you have any books that you would like to recommend, I would really love to see like any kind of recommendations on the bottom. I really like science fiction and fantasy, so I guess I'm not too much of an adult when it comes to like literature, but if anyone has anything that they would like to suggest, I'd really like to read it. So thank you so much. I'd really like to hear from you soon, and bye.